Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to A Couple of Sassholes podcast. I'm Brooklyn Johnson.
And I'm Heather Terry.
And for anyone who doesn't know, this is our power hour of true crime where we talk about fucked up people doing fucked up shit, usually for fucked up reasons or sometimes for no reasons at all.
There might be a couple reasons today because we're doing a throwback. You inspired me last week. This is a throwback to 1827 England.
Ooh.
Yeah, Maria Marten.
I decided to move my mic right in the start of the show because for whatever reason, I don't think I comprehended that my mic is in front of the table. And then I had the handle just like on your nose. It's almost like whenever you sit down at a table and the fucking flowers are too big. And
They're
like,
always right in the way.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay, so things that are happening in the news right now.
Okay, let's go.
I am sure you remember this case, but I don't know if you've been if you've seen it all come through the Athena Strand trial and everything that happened there.
I have not.
Okay, so do you remember that little girl that was kidnapped by the UPS driver?
Yes.
And I say UPS, I don't know if it was UPS or FedEx. I should have checked this shit, but it doesn't matter.
Math and facts.
He was a person who delivered packages to homes.
Courier.
Yes, and I have to, because I won't remember his name. I only care to remember hers. Tanner Horner is the fuckwad's face. His name. So he was just sentenced to death.
Whoa. What state?
Why? What? Why?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Because I literally had to follow up on it because I was like, I remember the case, but I don't particularly remember the case. She was 7-year-old Athena Strand. And he was just sentenced literally 2 days ago on May 5th. And I still don't see the state. And I also
it's
don't
totally fine.
Oh, Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
I think. I just said that right whenever my phone, who knows? Maybe.
It was
I'm going to
in
say Texas.
One of them.
So it was in December. He literally picked her up when she was like in her driveway and he was delivering a package to the house. Mm-hmm. The crazy, all of this is just unbelievably horrific in every state. Like every way you can think of it.
Yeah.
But the wild part was there's a camera in those vehicles.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
So there's a camera, the video of her being murdered in the cab of his truck. And
I did see this because
yes,
isn't there
I was like, you're gonna
of
her standing
up in the middle
yes. I was like, you know the case.
I saw that one.
I feel like we talked about it right whenever it happened. Mm-hmm. And then he ends up covering up the camera, but you can still hear her being murdered, unfortunately.
God.
And so it was the possibility of life without parole or the death penalty. How do you feel about the death penalty?
Do it.
I agree.
It just depends on the case because there are some people who are wrongfully convicted as long as they do their due diligence. But in this case, go for it.
I am with you. Anytime that there is without a shadow of a doubt. Eye for an eye. That is what this country has done for many, many, many centuries, if you will, at one point or the other.
Isn't it in the Bible?
Yeah, I believe so.
I think so.
So I don't know. And he had no fucking emotion, and I don't even know how you could to kill a 7-year-old girl for no reason out of nowhere.
Just in her driveway.
Yeah. That's
so sad. Cute name, too.
I know.
It's a very cute name, Athena.
I thought it was a moment to mention, though, that he got the death penalty. So... Bye-bye.
I mean, see you later. I wonder how swift they take those out. Because, they're like, well, he's sitting on death row now. And I always wonder how long it takes.
I ponder on that one, too. But because there's literally video evidence, I feel like as a taxpayer, I'm obviously not a taxpayer in the state of Texas. But as a taxpayer, I'd be like, the faster, the better. I'm not paying for his food.
Yeah, no.
I'm not paying for any of that shit.
Right.
I will donate the money to lethally inject his ass.
I will donate.
I don't know what that costs, but I have a PPO. No, I'm kidding. Fuck it.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Fuck it.
I have another. That's going to go on theme with what I'm about to tell you.
Ooh, I'm excited about that.
It's also a fuck that guy. Oh, sorry.
I was going to do a quick shout out because I don't know what my mental headspace will be next week to remember to do this shout out.
Okay.
But my stepson, Jaden Johnson, is getting married to Shelby Coakley. Yay. Yes, they're getting married in T-minus, what is that? What's next Saturday to Thursday?
And not this weekend, but next.
Yeah.
Yay.
They're getting married in
8 days.
Yeah. What feels like minutes.
Yeah.
So I just want to be like, congratulations, lovely couple. Can't wait for your special day.
Oh, yeah.
Love you guys.
Aunt Heather's super proud.
Yeah. Heather's going to be there, which just shows you how close.
We're not very close. Like off camera, Brooklyn and I barely know.
We barely
her.
talk.
We don't talk at all. It's really weird.
It is.
Besides
It's hard
the
to
fact
be
that
fake friends.
We we just do it for you guys.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
That
Well,
would
that's
suck.
great.
Yeah, I'm so excited for him.
It's gonna be great.
It is gonna be great.
I hope it's a pretty day like today.
Yeah, I'm putting all the vibes that it's gonna be a gorgeous day. Either way, the one thing I know will be gorgeous is that motherfucking bride.
Oh, I saw the pictures from when she tried her dress on.
Yes.
Super cute.
Yes. And she just tried it back on again, and I'm like, yes, honey. Yes, yes, yes. Go get him, Tiger.
yes.
Go get him. Anyway.
Okay, for those of you who don't watch our episodes, I really think that you should. And here's why. This is my best friend in the whole world. I am a straight woman, but I cannot stop staring at her tits. And I'm looking so hard at her eyeballs because I'm like, her boobs are there. So tune in on Spotify if you would like to see.
You're the worst.
She wants to melt. Okay.
That is I do.
But like really though, like I can appreciate nice boobs even though I don't want to play with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate
So I'm like, good
that.
for
Thank
you, but
you.
I'm literally like staring at your eyeballs
I
so
would be
hard.
I would be staring at yours too. See, and that's almost the downfall of big boobs.
What?
Is the fact that like I just really like this dress.
It's a cute dress.
When I tried it on, I wasn't like, you know what would be fun? To have your boobs be very profound in said dress. And I'm like, I feel like I look like a little housewife. And then it's like
From the
boobs.
waist down.
And it's like, ooh, boobs.
A housewife from the waist down.
That's a lot to say.
Yeah. But anyway, yes. Thanks for you and the girls for coming today and tuning in. So
You're welcome.
Now I'm going to stare at my page so I don't look at your cleavage. All right. Like I said, this is going to be a throwback episode to England, and we do have some listeners from across the pond. So
Are you going to do this in accent the entire time?
just to offend all of them, and I hope that in turn they do a story from Kentucky with my accent.
Yeah.
That would be great.
I would actually love for you to do this
For
in
me
your
to
accent
do
the whole
that?
time.
No.
Really wish you would. If there's opportunities, please toss it in.
Okay. I will whenever I try to say the names and things because I'm going to butcher it. So that's a pre-apology on my part. All right. My sources today, Wikipedia, BBC.com, People.com. There's an article from The Guardian, Yahoo.com. And then there was an episode of the podcast, speaking of British accents, called Things Are About to Get Weird from March of 2023. And I could listen to her talk all day.
Yeah.
She's a legit Brit.
I can't even lie. Anytime that like, and please do not massacre me on this, but if People magazine did an article on it, I'm like, it's going to be a tantalizing story.
It's a good one.
Because people like,
It's a sad one, but it's a good one.
well, we're usually not talking about happy murders.
I know.
That's not really what people are subscribing to.
Right.
Or maybe we should try to figure that out.
What? Happy murders?
Yeah.
That would just be like, not a happy one.
Like
but
Hitler?
Dexter.
Oh.
Like what
I was just
Dexter
thinking
did.
the only one we have is like Hitler. And he killed himself.
You said Hitler, and I'm like, Dexter.
And you're like a TV show.
Yeah, that's basically, you talk about history, and I talk about fake. Okay. I lost my spot. Okay.
You literally just
I know.
Oh, my God.
I already warned Jess that this was going to be like coked out squirrels today because I said we haven't seen each other in person in like 2 days, which feels like a lifetime, even though we're fake friends. For me.
Because we talk all the time.
I know. She's like, yeah, but it's fine. No.
And we were just on Teams. We just had a Teams meeting. That's why I was like, whenever you're like, it feels like it's been a long time. I'm like, I just saw you. And I'm like, to me, Teams is apparently equal.
I'm old school. I'm like those old bosses. We got to do everything in person.
Right.
Okay. I want to point out that since this was just a few years ago, that there's varying accounts of some of the details of the story, but the meat and potatoes are all the same. So some of the minor ones, I picked what I saw the most. Disclaimer.
Heard.
Okay. Maria Marten, and this is spelled Marten, and then it evolved to Ti later, but it's Ten, was born on July 24th, 1801, to Thomas and Grace Martin of Polstead, Suffolk, in the UK.
Imagine that fucking natural childbirth.
Oof.
That's the first thing I'm like, ooh.
Oh, God.
That was a shredded vag.
Ow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
Thomas, the dad, was a mole catcher. Yep. I had to point that out just because I'm like, huh.
There's so many moles that he was able to like have that be a full-time
That was
job.
a side gig. Like, but everybody knew him as the mole catcher.
That's epic.
And I know, and a small farmer, but I said, so apparently there were so many moles that you can make a living from that in this small village. They were not rich by any means, but were well respected and hardworking people in the village, and they were pretty happy. Maria had a few siblings, but she was the oldest. Now, from a very young age, she was super smart. Unlike other rural, God, I hate that word.
I hate that word too.
That's what it sounds like. Rural females in that era, Maria was able to get some form of education, which was rare, especially for low-income families. She went to live with a local. This is going to be a great episode. English. This sounds like English is my second language. God,
dude, there are times where I cannot get my tongue to like work around my teeth right either. It's okay. That's what it is.
Your tongue to work around your teeth.
Sometimes it's hard to talk.
I mean, words are hard. Okay. She went to live with a local clergyman, and besides helping them out in the nursery, she was also taught to read, write, and all of that, and she excelled. Now, by the way, she was like 6 years old when she went to help out in the nursery. So, like 6 or 7. So they're teaching her to read and write, which is good, but like they sent her to live with this family to help out in the nursery.
I just have to say this because I was just watching some fucking thing. How's that for descriptions?
Google that if you want.
Right. And it was literally talking about that each generation of youth has been smarter than their parents year over year until our newest children. Oh. Like now they are scoring so unbelievably low. And the study is that it's because of the tech. If you work on a computer as a child, you're not learning like we did whenever we were more tactical, if you will, or tactile. I don't know. Anyway, so she was basically
like
starting her first part-time job at 6 years old, and we're over here like, our kids can't focus because of iPads.
And she's like, let me change this diaper and also learn my ABCs. So. Right?
And change her own diaper at probably the same fucking time. I'm sure 6-year-olds don't wear those.
Right. So she lived there for a while and learned how to read and write. Now, sadly, when she was 9 years old, her mother, Grace, passed away. She was devastated, but she went about that, obviously, and her dad needed help with the siblings, so she went back home. That didn't stop Maria from learning, though. But she was like a mother figure at the age of 9. So when she went home.
Insane.
Yeah. Like at 9 years old, I'm like, what time is like The Wiggles on or whatever show was on back then?
My gosh. Yeah.
But like not being a mother figure.
No, I was running barefoot in the yard.
So, and you still do that.
Yeah.
She kept learning and studying all she could. In the few articles that I read about her early life, said that she had a very retentive memory, so I'm super jealous. Now, as she got older, she began to get a lot more male attention.
Ooh, so tell me she's smart and pretty.
Yeah, okay. Now, this, obviously, it's not her Life Touch school photo, but that's a picture of her.
Okay, I'm sure that there was something pretty there.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a drawing.
When this pops up, we're going to be, number one, where are her boobs? If boobs were the theme of this episode.
They're like tied up.
Exactly. I just want this photo to be here the whole time. It looks like she's wearing a fucking apron at the top nipple.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Whoever sketched that, man, nailed it.
Yeah. She was very pretty and friendly, so the fellas took notice. Now, remember, her family was considered the hardworking lower class based on finances. But rich guys started to be like, who's that?
Ooh,
hey, Maria.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that was very frowned upon back then.
Marrying poor?
Interclass relations.
I think people still have issues with it.
Right. One of those men was Thomas Corder, and he was a very wealthy farmer. They were attracted to each other, but he basically was like, okay, if we want to get down to clown, it has to be in secret. So, and she's like, okay. I mean, whatever. It didn't take long after they started banging it out for Maria to get pregnant.
I'm like, I don't think you can do sex secretly in the 1800s when you were just getting pregnant and everyone was like spreading syphilis or something. But heard.
Yeah, circa the 1800s. So if she's knocked up, they have to get married. Thomas basically is a horse's ass because instead of refusing to marry her, he just was like, no, we don't talk anymore.
That's what I figured. Like, whenever you said we had to do it in private, I'm like, okay, now she's going to be, like, kicked out of her fucking everything, and now her life's over because she
Yeah.
Let a dude
Right.
talk her into some sex.
Right. But he threw a few dollars to her every now and then, but basically not enough. So she was solo, and he's rich, so that's annoying. Sadly, Maria's baby passed away shortly after she gave birth. And then Thomas officially just was like, cool, we don't have to talk anymore. Because, like, during pregnancy, he's like, here's a few bucks. And after the baby passed, it's like, no. After that, Maria decided it was time to move forward with her loss. Peter Matthews started sniffing around her skirt. Now, Peter had a good reputation and was described as a gentleman. Back in this time, Maria was called a, quote, fallen woman because she got knocked up out of wedlock.
Yep.
Clutch my
What?
fake pearls.
Oh my.
Oh, my stars.
Jeez.
Yeah, and back in that day, fallen women were not thought of to be respectable spouses, but Peter said, fuck that, and they started dating anyway.
Like it's the woman's fault for getting pregnant.
Yeah.
When really it's the dude's for not pulling
I
out.
just gave myself a paper cut.
Oh, jeez.
We have to stop the episode. I'm going home. Okay, Jesus.
Pussy.
Okay, shortly after, Maria got pregnant again.
Oh my gosh.
9 months later.
She should have known by then. You have to be like, I'm not going to have sex unless there's a ring on it. I don't care how horny you are. Lock them legs
Lock them legs.
until I get a ring on my finger. Because
Lock
I'm
them.
not going to be called fallen twice. Just saying.
9 months later, their son was born, and they named him Thomas. Now, at first, I was like, Thomas was the guy that ghosted her. And I'm like, what the fuck? But then I remember that was her dad's name. So I'll allow it.
That's a struggle.
Yeah.
That is a big old struggle.
Like, I don't think I would be able to be that person.
No.
I'd be like, no, I'm not calling you that because my dad's great, but the other Thomas is a piece of garbage.
So, like, I am not going to name my child after my ex.
Yeah. No.
That left me.
I mean, there was probably like 7 names in that whole town. Anyway.
And Thomas was obviously number one on the baby registry of 1805. Right. I am sure of that one. And Maria or Mary, all those other fucking names.
So here's Maria like, hell yeah. And me and Peter are going to get married.
Score.
And have a family. Sadly,
No.
Peter was not the gentleman that everyone thought he was. Instead of proposing, he bounced and left her to raise little Thomas solo.
What did I tell you?
In March of 1826, a man named William took a liking to the young mother. William Corder is the little brother of Thomas Corder, her ex's little brother.
Ooh!
Scandalous.
Buddy!
She's like,
You ready to spill that tea? Oh, shit. I feel like we should have mimosas at brunch and you tell me this shit.
Yeah.
I would lose it. I swear to you, if I had my bonnet on and we were churning that fucking butter by the horses, I would be like, girl, no way.
yep, his little brother. So, where's that? Okay. Thomas had actually died while trying to cross a frozen lake.
Okay, wow.
So William's 2 other brothers and their dad all passed away within 18 months of each other. So William had left and moved to London, but he came back to help his mom run the family farm because they were like, she had no help.
Oh, geez.
So he had come back. And
Okay, so he didn't even see like his brother dating her and stuff.
I think he knew about it.
Yeah, but like
But
it doesn't
he
sound
wasn't
like
up
that.
in the mix, I don't think.
Or, and it also doesn't matter, my entire family died.
Yeah, like when doing so, when he moved back, he and Maria ended up getting a little cozy because they sublet a property. It's farmers.
Farmer stuff?
Yes, they
Some farmer
intermingled.
stuff?
They intermingled. So, okay. William is 22 at the time, and Maria was only 24. And William had a bit of a reputation. Now, I'm going to show you a very, very good photo of William Corder.
He has some juicy lips.
Yeah, but where that chin at?
It's right there.
It's underneath that big old handkerchief thing.
It's right there.
Yeah.
I think what we need to look at is the fact that he has very puffy eyes. Like this was taken
He's 22.
1 second after he woke up and had bad allergies. But he did have some juicy lips.
He slept in a bale of hay the night before and didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, that's him. So William's nickname in school was Foxy. which is what I want to be called when I get older.
I just spit on this one.
Yeah, Foxy, because he was a sneaky little shit and you couldn't trust him.
Sounds like a good guy.
Yeah. So he'd already gotten in trouble at this point for fraudulently selling his dad's livestock, for stealing, forging checks, and being a little slimy asshole. So, ew, I just realized how I typed
slimy
that.
asshole?
Ew. I typed that too. It's right there.
You're gross. Wow, that's...
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So William and Maria kept their relationship hush-hush, and they met in private to what I'm assuming is to make it out. They couldn't keep it quiet for long, though, because she got pregnant.
Okay, I'm not here to talk shit. I'm literally here to talk shit.
I was like, then what?
But girl don't learn.
I mean...
She don't learn shit.
Yeah.
Like, at that time, you were literally supposed to be chased by men. They're supposed to court you. Mm-hmm. Like, you weren't supposed to, like, we did not have our sexual revolution as females yet.
No. That was 150 years premature.
Right? Like, don't.
Yeah. So, when she told him, William actually seemed excited about this and started coming to the family cottage more and more. However, William's mom was like, no. She's a poor, fallen woman. No. So.
Yeah, because your sons
right.
had fallen on top of her.
Yes.
Fucking, look at that. We were slut shaming already.
I know. So during her pregnancy, William kept telling Maria, like, I'm going to propose to you. But he never did. Ugh. In 1827, she gave birth to their baby, but sadly, the baby passed away within a month.
So the only baby that is alive is from her second fuck?
From Peter.
Okay.
Yeah. Maria's dad is like, well, are you going to bury the baby with the baby sibling? And she's like, no, we're going to bury the baby in Sudbury. It's rumored that they didn't do that, and they buried the baby closer to home in a field, but I'll get to that. So... Maria's only 25 years old. She lost her mother, lost 2 children, had a ton of shitty relationships.
Whoa, she's only 25?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, 25 years old. She has all these, like, keeps getting pregnant, keeps thinking all these men are going to marry her and support her, and they don't. Maria and William had a chat about their future in front of their father's new wife and her new stepmother, Anne Marten. I want to point out that Anne is only a few years older than Maria. So she's probably late 20s. Her stepmom. So.
Makes sense back then.
Yeah. Which they got along. So.
Yeah, they were the same age.
Yeah, I know. They were.
Must be hard.
It's like
to get along with an older sister. Jeez.
Yeah. William said that Maria. Okay, where did I go? William said Maria needs to meet at their secret meeting place at the Red Barn. I'm going to show you a picture of that. And by picture, I mean drawing. So that's the Red Barn. Now, the Red Barn was like a standout staple in their community.
It's pretty.
Yeah. And it's like everybody knew where it was, but that was their secret meetup place.
Any
apparently.
chance? Do you know if it's still up?
I feel like...
Should we just go?
Sure. Let's go look because I have no idea. Now, it was about a half mile from Maria's cottage and, like I said, a staple. Anyway, okay. William's like, meet me at the Red Barn because I heard that you're going to get arrested for having a child out of wedlock. Ooh. And if she...
Arrested?
Yeah. Said the authorities were looking for her. So if she goes to meet him there, he was like, we can elope in a town called Ipswich.
I want to live there.
Ipswich. Then come back when the dust settles. So, like, let's go run away, get married. When you come back, they're not going to think you're fallen because we'll be married, right? On May 18th, 1827, William goes to Maria's and like, hey, let's go. And she's like, well, I'm scared that the authorities are going to find me, so I'm going to dress up in men's clothes and leave separate from you. So she gets disguised as a man. She goes out the back. He leaves first, and Maria said goodbye to her sister, baby stepmom, Anne, and headed to the Red Barn to meet him. And that was the last time she was ever seen alive again. No one saw William after that night either, but everyone just assumed that they were married up in Ipswich. That's so funny to say, like he said. So not long after, William comes back to Polstead, and everybody's like, where the fuck is Maria? He's like, oh, it's too soon for us to show back up together as a married couple. I don't want people to talk shit to her and all that.
This is like a very well played murder situation for this dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for Foxy.
Fucker.
That worked for a little bit, and then they're like, okay, well, we call bullshit. And then when people start asking more questions, he just leaves again. And they're like, oh, good, he's going to go get her. He'll go get her. Instead, he starts sending letters back to Maria's family, and it said that they were living a happy life, married together on the Isle of Wight. Now, they were like, why can't she send letters? And in the letters, he's like, oh, she hurt her hand. And the next one was, oh, she was sick. And Maria's family's like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. And they were really close. So they were like, they called bullshit on Foxy. And oh, by the way, his reputation had gotten worse because he got tied to a well-known crook right before Maria disappeared. This man's name was Samuel Smith, but his nickname was Beauty. And I don't know if he was just really hot or really ugly. Like,
I don't know.
Because it's like when they call big guy slim or something.
Yeah.
Like, I just assume
Tank. For like a 5'4" guy. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, but they got caught stealing a pig together. Okay.
They got caught stealing what?
A pig.
Ah, solid.
Yeah.
Wonderboy Media is not only the proud producer of this glorious magic imploring your ear holes right now, but they're also a big deal.
Get in touch with them today to make all of your dreams a freaking reality.
From using their bangin' ass podcast studio,
where we are right now,
to creating amazing videos and editing our content like the mystical mavericks they are.
Your podcast can go further when you have a Wonder Boy.
Hit up Drew today at WBOYmedia.com.
Or text him day or night at 270.
Just kidding.
Does your face look like a mugshot lately?
Then it is officially time for you to visit Hetef Aesthetics in Owensboro, Kentucky or Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right. Go see our girl Amber Teasley and her team because they'll have your face and your skin look like a damn filter.
And their staff is absolutely amazing. It's like a mini Botox party, which personally is my favorite. You leave looking fresher and you don't have a hangover.
Another good thing is that if you go in there and you tell them that a couple of sassholes sent you, you get 15% off of everything.
That's unbelievable. So if you have been considering getting that glow up and making that ex jealous, it's time.
Okay, months go by, and they're still getting letters but they feel stuck. So Ann Marten is the baby stepmom, and she started having these wild-ass reoccurring dreams. She said she could see the red barn and would have this weird, awful feeling, and they progressively got worse and more vivid in detail, so much so that she's like, all right, I got to tell William, like I'm seeing shit when I go to sleep. She said that Maria had been killed and was in the barn, and she just knew it. And Thomas is like, all right, that's too vivid. You're very insistent. Let's go.
Oh, my God. I love 1800 witches.
Right. So she goes in, she walks in, and she points to a grain bin. And she's like, she's in there in my dream. She's in there. Thomas started digging in it, and he found a large sack. And sadly, inside were the remains of his 25-year-old daughter, Maria Marten.
She was so young.
I know.
And she was pregnant then or no?
No, she'd already had.
Okay.
Yeah. They had already lost their baby.
Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was a lot of baby loss.
Yeah. Her body was badly decomposed, but they were able to identify her by her hair, her clothing, and she had a specific missing tooth that they knew. Her cause of death was initially thought to be a gunshot wound through her left cheek, as well as a stab wound to her neck and torso. She also had a green handkerchief tied tightly around her neck, and everyone in town knew it was the one that William wore all the time, the one in the photo. Yeah.
So William. Also, he put her in a grain barrel. Like, so he just contaminated all of their grain at a time where it's like,
yeah,
that's your only food. I don't know, like that. Okay.
Yeah,
all of this is bullshit. But I'm over here like, I just don't feel like that was a great way to dispose of the body.
Right. Okay, so why the hell did he do this? Apparently not a big reason. Maria was assertive to Foxy William, and she actually stood up for herself, and he didn't like that. They'd been fighting nonstop before her death, and their last huge fight was about missing money. So Peter Matthews had sent a big chunk of money for their son, and it had gone missing. Maria knew that rat bastard was the only one who could have taken it.
That rat bastard?
He's a rat bastard. Rat bastard. What?
The fuck, did you just watch The Sopranos or something?
Rat bastard.
That's so ridiculous.
It sounds fun to say, rat bastard.
All right, let's bring it back.
What? I'm throwing it back. Did I just watch The Sopranos?
I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so William denied it, but she knew he was the only one that could have done it. So they also fought whenever he kept promising to propose and never did. And she kept bringing it up, and he kept getting mad, like, you're a woman, why are you bringing this up to me? How dare you? There were reports that they also fought about where they buried their child. Maria wanted to give the baby a proper funeral service, and William wanted to keep it all quiet. He just kind of wanted to...
Yeah, because out of wedlock.
Right. Apparently, all this compounded in Maria being murdered by her own baby daddy. So, while authorities pieced this all together, William was in London, because he was like, I should go. And had not wasted...
Feels like the right time to take a vacation.
He's like, I'm gonna head out. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. But he didn't waste any time moving on. He'd place an ad in the Times newspaper.
Stop.
Saying that he was looking for a wife to settle down with.
Oh my God, so much tea. I wish I literally had tea.
He got over 100 responses and ended up choosing a woman named Mary Moore. But weirdly enough, he'd already previously met Mary on the Isle of Wight. They got married a few months later, so not very much time passed. And the two of them even started setting up a school. They ended up doing it, setting up a school for women in West London. So he's off living his best life with his new wife, and he's assuming like they're not going to come for him. They've moved on or whatever. Since Anne's dreams and the discovery of Maria's body, they were determined to get him. Like, they were like, fuck this dude.
Yeah, because it's fucking damn near on camera.
Right.
Not really, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and he already was a little shit before that, and now they're like, now you kill this girl, and everyone liked her. So
yeah,
even though she was fallen, but still.
I'm like, did they like her? If they were all like...
They all liked her, they just weren't allowed to marry her, I guess. Whatever.
Which, you can't like... someone if you're like you're fallen and you're befuddled.
Yeah,
like
they liked her in secret.
So terrible. Poor thing.
know. So the police there called the London police officer named James Lee, and James Lee's awesome. James tracked him down to the school that they'd opened, and he scheduled a fake appointment to take a tour to send his daughter to the school. When he gets there, he walks in with another officer, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm here to talk to you, Foxy. And he called him Foxy when he got there, like, I know who you are. And that's when I'm assuming that William shits his pants. So William denies knowing. They're like, you know Maria Marten. He's like, I've never heard that name in my life.
Oh, fucker.
They're like, that's cute, but we're here, so we get to look around. So they just do that. They found evidence that William was about to flee the country. He had a pair of pistols and a passport issued by the French ambassador. So they arrest Foxy right away, and they took him back to Suffolk. And that's a hard word to say, too. Suffolk? For me. But they took him back in a town called Bury St. Edmunds to stand trial. Now, since this was a huge case back then, they had to get all their ducks in a row and prepare. So it didn't go on trial to August of 1828.
Okay.
This is proof that a lot of people have always been fascinated and interested in true crime because it was a fucking circus. The hotels in their town were fully booked a month out, like everywhere around there too. People were just waiting. There was a play that was written and performed about this case before it even went to trial. They even sold little pottery statues of the Red Barn. Like,
wow.
This trial had fucking merch.
Wow.
Like... What? And I feel so bad for Maria's family. Like, their daughter died and people are like making merch of that.
I'm also like, they had nothing. Like, there was not a lot of joy then either.
Yeah.
So this like gave them something to watch. There was no TV.
True.
You know, there was like no entertainment, if you will. So now we get to have other people's dirty laundry aired out in front of us.
I mean, that's valid.
Yeah. It has, and it has like every little piece of what makes a good story.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, they literally made a play out of it before it even went to trial.
Which is very, very ballsy of them because they had no idea actually what happened yet.
I know. For the trial, they even had to develop a ticketing system because people were all fighting over seats in the courtroom. Now, women weren't allowed in the courtroom unless they were on trial or testifying. So women. All those men and lemons. No, women were climbing outside of the courthouse and hanging off rafters and shit, looking at it, like because they wanted in and they couldn't see. Also,
to have a vagina back then,
right? Also, all these, the manly men, because they were allowed to be in the courtroom. You know how they wore those big white ass wigs?
Yes.
Back in the day. They all were allowed to take them off because there's so many people in there. It was hot as balls. Yeah. William pled not guilty, and he was actually charged with 9 different crimes, including Maria's murder. Now, there was some discussion about Maria's cause of death, including a possible strangulation because of William's handkerchief being around her neck, the gunshot wound in her cheek, and the stab wounds in the neck and torso. The prosecution had Ann Marten, the stepmom, testify, and she talked about all her dreams and all that stuff and how they found Maria in the Red Barn. Ann's son, Maria's stepbrother, testified that he had seen William that night that she was killed with a pistol and a pickaxe around the Red Barn. William is like, okay, but all this newspaper coverage is like hurting his reputation, even though he had a shit one anyway. He said, yeah.
You fucking con artist.
Yeah. He said, quote, by that powerful engine of the press, I have been described as the most depraved of human monsters.
At least they were so beautiful in speaking.
I love the way they speak,
Yeah.
even though I can't even speak regular English today. His lawyer did call a few character witnesses, even though where the fuck did they come from? Was it Beauty? Like,
right.
Like who's like, he's a stand-up guy. Like,
right.
No one.
I mean, he did steal my pig last winter, but outside of that, he did indeed impregnate that young girl. That was his brother's lover at one point. But he's a great guy. Great guy.
Yeah. He stood by that fallen woman.
Ugh.
He sucks. Yeah. Okay. After 27 minutes of deliberation, William Corder was found guilty of Maria Marten's murder.
27 minutes.
27. I mean, that's not even long enough to go pee and walk down the hallway.
Right.
They were probably like, hey, he's guilty, right? Cool. I'm going to go get some coffee. Like, let's just wait a minute.
Right.
Not be too thirsty for the guilty.
That was literally for all of them to use the restroom one at a time. Like,
They all were in line at the outhouse like, we're good. We're all saying that, right?
yeah,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
He did it, right? Yeah.
He was sentenced to death by hanging, and the court said his body would be given to science, and he would be dissected and anatomized.
I'm like, what fucking science was happening back then? I keep acting like science just happened. Like, we started
After
doing
Y2K,
that.
we got crazy with the science.
We started it around the 90s.
Here we go again with that.
I don't fucking know.
After Y2K, we all got scientific.
Oh my God, I'm so turned on.
Don't let your nipples get hard. Everybody can see them today. See, I'm trying to draw people off of Apple and get them onto Spotify.
Oh, yeah, great.
Shameless plug. Okay. Stop talking to me. I got to figure out where I'm at. Okay. His execution was scheduled for 3 days after that. So that's why whenever you brought up the death penalty earlier, I was like,
Interesting.
yeah, 3 days. So during those few days, William is like, okay, I better get right with God. You know how they do. And admit my sins, blah, blah, blah. This is after the prison chaplain and his wife, Mary, bugged him to come clean. Okay, this is the bullshit that he said, which pisses me off. He said, quote, I accidentally shot her in the eye during an argument at that Red Barn. That's what he said. First of all, it was in her cheek. But second of all, he was like, it was an accident. How do you accidentally shoot someone in the eyeball?
I mean, you can totally accidentally shoot somebody. Unfortunately, that's how so many little kids shoot people. Accidental shootings totally happen.
Yes, agreed.
But the fact that he even said the wrong spot would make me almost think he didn't do it.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Why did you say eye when it was her cheek? But that is right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're talking apples to fucking apples. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But so did you accidentally stab her too?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. None of this makes sense.
I know. It's just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, so William was hanged in front of thousands of people in Bury St. Edmunds.
Brutal.
His last words were, quote, I am guilty. My sentence is just. I deserve my fate, and may God have mercy on my soul. After over 5,000 people lined up to see his hanging body, because back then they would just leave him, sometimes until they decayed, but he was going to science. But like 5,000 people, that was a shit ton, just came up to see this dead guy.
If you were informed that that stupid fucking dude we just told you about was going to be killed in the Times Square, would you go see it now?
I don't think so. I think it would be too jarring. We talk about it, but I think it would be too shocking.
The only way I would want to is if they killed one of my loved ones. Then yes, I will watch the last breath come out of your mouth.
Yeah.
But I am not. I do not need to see someone die.
No. Or just a dead body hanging there, even if you know he's a horrible human. That's too shocking. No.
I know it's hard enough to see it at like Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah. Horror nights. Halloween Horror Nights.
But no.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
No.
But back then, 5,000 people going.
Nothing to do. There ain't nothing to do.
Like they're going to the CMA
and they
Fest
were
or something.
Fucking, I don't know, doing crazy shit anyway back then.
Yeah. Okay. The next day, William's body was taken for an autopsy and dissection at Cambridge University for some medical students and some physicians. When they examined his skull, they said that its development indicated that he was, quote, profoundly developed in areas of secretiveness, acquisitiveness, and destructiveness, amongst others. I don't know how they know that from the skull, but that's what they said. So they put his skeleton on display at West Suffolk Hospital, and they even made death masks out of his face. Look at that. That's a sculpture of the death mask.
What is a death mask?
Like, they used to do that where they would make, like, casts of their face.
That looks like...
Yeah.
Like an African-American basketball player.
Well, he...
like, tell me.
Oh, it does.
It does. Like,
it does nothing like the sketch.
No.
But also, like, this is after he was hanged, and I'm sure the body changed.
Jesus.
But still. So, like, but they made death masks of that, and they used to do that back then. Like, I didn't look up all the history, but just off the top of my dome, they used to do that.
That's a lot to unpack.
Oh, yeah, I got 2 more pages to go right. They also tanned some of William's skin and used it to bind a book that contained his crimes. And there's a photo. Yeah.
What did they do?
They took some of his skin and they tanned it, and they wrote all of his crimes down, and they put it in that book, and they bound it. Both of these.
With his skin?
Yes.
Are you fucking me right
No,
now?
that's his. No.
Were they sociopaths?
I mean, sometimes they would do weird shit with their body, like how you told
Sometimes they would do weird shit.
Yes.
Like making a death mask and putting his skeleton on display and then binding a book of his crimes in his tanned skin.
By the way, both of these are still on display today at Moisey's Hall Museum in Suffolk, along with the pistols allegedly used to kill Maria. Now, some say that the book is a duplicate, but I didn't dig into that too hard because that's just fucking crazy.
I mean, if a book can hold its...
I mean, that book looks old as fuck.
Yeah. It looks like it was passed down through generation to generation.
Ugh, it freaks me out.
I don't know why.
Okay, so even though this should be over, the story should be over at this point, it wasn't, because the rumor mill was still a-churning, even after he was made into a book cover. So one of them revolved around their deceased newborn. Some people thought that when William had killed the baby, which is why he didn't want a funeral, and they buried the baby in an unknown location. That's why he wanted to keep it hush-hush, because he was the one that actually killed the baby, is what some people said. Now, there were also witnesses saying that the child was unwell already.
Would have been easy to do.
So people are just chit-chatting, but it's plausible.
They're spilling tea everywhere, man. There's so much tea.
Throwing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it too. I bet he killed the baby. I mean, totally have said that.
And then they still don't know where the baby was buried. Just FYI.
So they didn't even mark the grave, and she allowed that? I mean, she would know where the baby was. Mm-hmm. Wild.
Yeah. Where else was I? Okay. Another theory is one of the more popular theories about this case, because you see it a lot of places, and I'm just going to let you decide and ask your opinion. Some people think that Maria's stepmother, Anne, who was in her late 20s, was having an affair with William. So they decided together to get rid of Maria so she was out of the way, because the visions and dreams she was having didn't start happening they weren't reported until word got back to their village that William had remarried Mary in London, and she was pissed off, and she was like, this is a way out of it, and it doesn't implicate me. It's just him. So.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
got away with it anyway.
Yeah, she allegedly...
Because they didn't find the body. So, like, her not not saying anything...
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Well, Anne was like, that's stupid. She was like, you guys are stupid. That was not happening. But, I don't know, allegedly, no one knows. The timing is a little suspect.
He also just seems like garbage. So, like, why would she leave a good man, assuming that...
Yeah. The mole catcher.
Yeah, and he was going to, like, die in 5 years if he was older than her in that time frame. Like, you're going to inherit it all.
Yeah. The girl on that podcast actually had another interesting theory. She said that it might be possible that since William had already met Mary Moore beforehand, so and I don't understand why he put that fucking ad out there if he was already knew who he was going to pick.
I mean, every single job opening right now. I'm sorry, that's literally Indeed.com. They all put those jobs out there, and they already know who they're hiring for.
I stand corrected. You're right. But they're saying that William killed Maria before that so he could go marry Mary. Without a better way to say that.
Right.
Either way, he didn't accidentally shoot her in the eye, and I'm still mad that he's full of shit. In 2004, 180 years after he was hanged for her crime, they cremated William's remains in South London.
Wow.
And they'd planned to bury his ashes back in Polstead, where he was from. Okay, one more thing. Sam Beauty Smith, old Beauty, made an interesting statement when he was being questioned about stealing that pig. They asked him about William. They're like, tell us about Foxy. And he said, quote, I'll be damned if he will not be hung some of these days. And I'm like, even his friends, like, they're going to hang his ass. Like, he sucks.
Yeah, he's going to do something that's going to get him hanged.
Basically, he's like, he already knows.
That's like all those fuckers where you're in high school and you're like, that dude's going to do some jail time. That dude is going to see the inside of some bars. For sure. That is what Beauty was saying.
Now, there have been several plays performed since then and adapted from this story. There's been a few books. There was a movie released in 1936 called Murder in the Red Barn. And there was a few other silent films released even in like the early 1900s. So this has fascinated people for years. But this is a sad story of 25-year-old Maria Marten in the Red Barn murder.
Huh.
Huh? She says, huh? Yeah.
It's the storyline of like just her and her journey is like so fast.
Yeah.
She was so young
and went through all that shit.
And went through all of those things. And like, no wonder she never learned from her mistake of believing a guy's word.
Yeah.
Like,
think about how many times we fell for that shit.
Oh my God. I mean, jeez. Right. Well, not much. I really never believed anything a guy ever said to me, but like, that's because we were trained not to.
Yeah.
And I don't know if at that time they weren't, because men were saviors, right? Like, they were the ones who chose you and then protected you and cared for you.
And she was a 6-year-old baby nurse, basically. So,
yeah.
I mean, she went through a lot of shit. But
and the death of all of her children, that makes sense after the last story that I had done, too, where it's like, no, they all pretty much die.
Yeah. It's so sad, too, to go through that, because, like...
Assumptions, I feel like, when we're talking about those time frames... Mm-hmm. is that they were just harder individuals. So, like, they were able to take loss better because there was always so much loss. Mm-hmm. And for her, it's almost like you will love your child, but it's almost like you never knew that your kid was going to make it to 4 yet.
Yeah. It was, I just can't get over that.
Over what?
Like how...
I'm like, over what? What part of this?
No, like all of that. They said that she was really devastated between... Like, it took her a minute to bounce back to Peter, and then it took her a minute... Obviously, when I'm
Obviously
reading it,
not
sounds,
at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all.
The next day, she's like, hey. But no, that was
because we're like she was 25.
Yeah, I mean, it was within probably like 5 years of everything, so...
That means that she was pregnant for 3 of those 5 years. That's only
that
what...
was my
I know,
assumption.
but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, that's months. That's
Yeah.
months in between.
Yeah.
To get pregnant again, months in between, get pregnant again, all by different guys.
That's true.
Like, not here to throw stones, because I am not a stone thrower for, what is it? Slut shaming.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't a slut. We're not saying any of that.
Right.
But, like, take a breather.
Yeah.
And to, like, if you don't trust one of the, if one of the dudes has a last name and then the next one has the same last name and he is known for being a fucking smart, like, that is kind of the crazy part that, and I don't know if she just didn't feel like she could do better than him.
Right. I mean, I should have looked up how they kept calling it a village. And I like, if I hear village, I'm not thinking like
100 people.
So, like, I mean, maybe the pool
That's a
was
good
small,
point.
But,
That's a really good point.
But it's still a small enough area to know that guy's probably garbage.
Right.
So, anyway.
I don't know,
man.
and it didn't seem like he did a very good job. He did not get away with this very well.
No, he
and
thought he
fast.
did, though.
Which is so dumb.
I know. I just think it's awesome. Like, he was
Like,
like,
people
oh, she hurt her
knew-
hand. And her dad's like, no, she didn't.
Like, people who knew, they knew where she was being, like, meeting. The fact that no one, like, looked until Anne was like, the ghost came and told me. It's like, the last place she was the Red Barn. We should go to the Red Barn.
Yeah.
Let's just take a gander.
And dig in the grain. Like, and I guess there was other things that I read where they were saying, well, whenever, because William still worked in that barn a little bit, and he was telling some of his workers, like, oh, put the grain in over on this side. Like, he was directing them away from it. There was a bunch of stuff that I left out too. Like,
Man, the 1800s.
the 18, yeah. If you could go back to one time, one century, which one would you pick?
I don't know. You always ask me this because I'm always like 1600 or 1800. Probably 1800 because I think they started washing hands. 1600, they were still shitting in streets. I don't know if they were shitting in streets of the 1800s. And we make it out of the Black Plague. So as long as I'm not in Europe.
So as long as you're not walking down a shitty road and you got clean hands, you're all set.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, cool.
But that's where I'd want to go back. I so am intrigued by that whole, both of those centuries.
I think I
The
agree with
craziest
you.
shit, and people were so strong and I don't know, and weak in the same ways, mentally and emotionally, like
Right.
shell shock, all the war that was going on, civilian life after freaking World War I, World War II, like what was going on in France, like all of it is mind blowing to me.
It is.
And knowing that no one asked for any of those things in that time frame and we were forced into it, which is also what scares me so much with like everything that happens now, because
I was like, oh, that sounds familiar. Like,
yeah,
right now.
like we start getting rations on sugar and shit. Like it's a crazy,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And we look back at it and we think that would never happen now. And you're like, dude, we're in the robot century now. Like we're about to be into robot armies. Like AI is all, we have no fucking clue what the next 10 years looks like.
That's right.
And we can't trust any politician ever.
No.
So there's no victory anymore. There's
Yeah.
no like American dream. Like we can't even afford housing. So
Right.
I don't fucking know. What I do know is I'm going to hang out in my little house with my garden and my dogs and my husband. I'm going to try to keep to that little quarter acre of joy.
There you go.
Because when you think too much outside of that,
I agree.
it's just too depressing and too scary.
You know, I like to live in my little happy bubble,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
I can't anymore. It's everywhere.
No.
Oh my gosh, soapbox. We'll get off of that. But
Oh, yeah, are bad.
yeah, so our bad. But not because it's everyone's thinking it. So, also I want to talk real quick about the Buy Me a Coffee. So in our show notes right now, there are links to everything, our merch store and all of the things, all of our socials, all that stuff. So please rate, review, and subscribe, like we say. But you can go to Buy Me a Coffee, just click on that link right there, and then you can go watch our full episode of the Hot Ones Challenge that we did. If you want to see us die, for literally a cup of coffee. You choose how much. You can get one from a Marathon gas station, or you can do Starbucks Venti. Is that the big one? Venti? Venti?
It's not Venti.
Venti.
That sounds like a new age girl's name.
That sounds like
Vente. Vente, are you here? Right. Fuck.
think it sounds like a great drag name.
Okay, I can get
Sachet
behind that too.
vente.
Yeah. I
What's the
like
problem?
that. Anyway.
Anyway, so, but you can do that. So we really appreciate it. That's my shameless plug.
Yes, and I love you for doing that.
Yeah, and get some merch if you want.
Oh my, you should definitely.
Who?
We need to make a shirt that says, I don't know shit about fuck. Like, that's the number one I feel like we have to make.
Would we get
and
it?
I can't believe
Would
that we haven't remembered it.
Would we get copyrighted? Copywritten?
By who?
By the show it's from?
Who's it
The
from?
Ozarks.
Oh, I didn't even realize it was.
It's the curly haired girl that looks like she has the Justin Timberlake NSYNC hair, but it's
yeah,
ramen
she's
noodles.
amazing.
I know,
didn't realize
she's great.
She,
Yeah, she does.
right.
I don't know. I've only seen one episode of that show, and I've watched that one.
I've seen all of them until like the last season because I love to just leave out the last chapter of shows and not fucking know what
I don't
happens.
know how you do that, but anyway,
I get distracted.
like we're doing,
Yeah, that's pretty much
like we're doing right now. My ass is numb.
Yes. So
But yeah.
like, rate, review, subscribe, share. Any of your friends that like true crime, try to be a sasshole and tell them all about us.
Yeah, spread the gospel of this ass.
And please.
And be sure that you watch it on Spotify featuring Heather Terry, Brooklyn Johnson, and her two little Johnsons.
We love you guys. Don't forget, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
We love you. Bye.
We love you. Bye.
This episode was sponsored, edited, and produced by Wonderboy Media. Get the deets at WBOYmedia.com to see how you can make your podcast dreams a reality.
Help us out and be sure to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to our audio project. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at, of course, A Couple of Sassholes.
Want more sass? Become a member of our Patreon for bonus content, merch, and more. Plus, we're on Cameo now, so there's even more ways to get the sass you need just how you like it. As always, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
Theodore, can I bet that